Hi, this is Ms. Hodges, and this is the third of the 3 scientific method videos. This is the conclusion paragraph. This is the template you can use as you learn to write conclusion paragraphs. This is one of the most important parts of your experiments because this is where you share your lab and your results and with the world and all of the things that went on during the experiment and the things you learned. There are several things that must be in the paragraph. The first is the problem. You don't put the problem in as a question. You have already completed the lab, so this is after the fact. So you restate the problem in a statement. Our class wanted to know, and then say what the problem was, what you were trying to figure out. Part 2 is the hypothesis. Again, it's restated because you have already done the lab. I thought that if blank, then this would happen. Because, and you tell us what you were thinking and why. The third part, you tell us whether the hypothesis was supported or not. My hypothesis was supported or was not supported because, and tell us why. Remember that a hypothesis cannot be wrong. It's a prediction. You just may or may not have evidence to support what your prediction was. Then you talk about your results, part 4. My results were, and you can list several of the key results that occurred during your experiment. This also may be more than one sentence. In this template, it's one just to get you learning how to do the paragraph. Part 5, this is where you suggest improvements. To improve this lab, I would, and then tell us way to improve labs. Talk about what may have gone wrong, what equipment didn't work quite well in the experiment. And the last and final part of the paragraph is the most important. This is sharing your investigation with the world. You put ways to further investigate the same topic that you are researching. To further investigate, I would, and then suggest a lab in these lines that you could also do for the same topic. You don't say, I would go do research or look things up on the internet. That's research. An investigation is a hands-on experiment. So you're suggesting to the world other ways to investigate the same science topic that you had just completed an experiment on. This is the template you can use as you learn to write the paragraphs. As you get better at including all of the items needed in a conclusion paragraph, you can write your own. But you can also refer to this conclusion template as needed. Here is a sample. My class is trying to figure out how can changing the amount of air we disturb affect the pitch of the sound. This student started off their paragraph restating their problem, what they were trying to figure out. The second sentence, they restated their hypothesis, showing the prediction that they believed would occur during their experiment. Third, they talked about their results. Again, this took more than one sentence. The conclusion is not limited to just 6 sentences. This part of the results had 2 sentences. Then they talked about whether their hypothesis was supported or not. In the purple. At the end, they talked about the improvements that needed to be made in the lab. And they finished their paragraph suggesting further ways to investigate pitch and sound.